Welcome everyone. I want to talk about the enhancement request that we have been working on, and this is the week of August 7th, and we will be releasing quite a few updates this week. And I'm going to walk you through those updates in a couple of videos so it doesn't get too overwhelming. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is the order of drill downs. You all know that graphs that we have can be, you can drill into them. For example, what you see over here is you can click on hygienist and it'll go to the next level and tell you different hygienists and what they're doing at. And the order of these drill downs was fixed all this time. So you can change the order. And the request that we had from our customers was they wanted to see the same data sliced and diced in a different way. For example, if I click on the hygienist right now, it'll tell me that many number of hygienists. Let's click on Eric, and this is what Eric has done. But people wanted to see this data sometime flipped on its head. For example, they wanted to see which ones of their hygienists were doing the most prophies, or which ones of the hygienists were doing the most fluoride. Okay, so now we can do that. As you hover on any pie chart or any graph, this little menu item will show up. In this menu item, you will see a drill down order. So now in this case, I will, at this point, the highest level is position, then is the name of the provider, then the service type, and then the service code. What I want to be able to do is I'm going to push the service type all the way up, and then I'm going to put the service code further up, and I will move the position down. Now in this case, the highest level is going to be the service type. So it's going to show you all of the production aggregated by the service type. And from there, if you click on the service type, it'll show you all the service code. And followed by that, the provider. Now, see the difference right here. Now, at the highest level, it's showing me the total amount of production in this office by the service type. And if I find preventative and click on that, it'll show me all the codes in that service type. Now, for example, I want to see which one of my hygienists is doing the most production or the most fluoride production. I click on that. Now it's showing me by each hygienist how much production has been done in fluoride by each hygienist. See the way it's been flipped, almost flipped on its head. Let me give you a different example. Let's click on patient flow. And this one, we're going to look at the marketing ROI at the bottom. Okay. And here we have production by the referral source and new production by the referral source. The drill down order is defined as referral, then the provider type, meaning doctor or hygienist, then the service type, meaning is it restorative, is it prosthodontics, is it diagnostic, and followed by the service code. Now, here is a case where you may want to look at which referral source gives you the most number of crowns, or which referral source gives you the most endo. Okay, and you can't quite do that right now. But with the latest changes, you would be able to. You'll have to click into each and every source to say, let's click on internal and see how much endodontics came from that source. So you can't quite flip on its head to say, find me which referral source gives me the most number of a certain procedure. Now with the latest changes, you can. So how do we do that? Let's go ahead and change the order of the drill down. I'm going to take my referral source and I'm going to push this referral source all the way down. And I'm going to take my provider and I'm going to move that all the way down as well. So now at the highest level, I have my service type. Now I can click on endodontics. It will take me to the next level and it will ask me which particular one I want to see. And in this case, let's say I want to look at my molar endo. If I click on that, now it's showing me which of my referral sources gives me the endo, the molar endo. Okay? And this is very powerful information because if you want to be able to spend the right money trying to attract the right procedures, this is how you figure that out. Now, we did it such that we distinguished between different types of endo. Maybe you're not even interested in doing that. All you want to see is all endo. So in that case, I will move the service code one step down, and at the highest level, leave the service type, and the second level as referral. Now it's pretty straightforward. If I click back on my endodontics, it's not going to care what type of procedure. It's going to go straight into the referral source. So now, out of that $45,000 of endodontics, this is how it came in. Okay. So this concept applies to pie charts. This concept applies to, let's say, for example, if I go into financial and I want to look at my production detail, and I want to do a little bit of analysis on what is going on in terms of my production by age. Okay, and here's a graph of production by age. It's split up into 0 to 18, 18 to 40, 41 to 60. And in the traditional sense, you could drill down. You could say, let's look at 18 to 40, and then see restorative major and drill down into that. But now, as with other things, you can flip this on its head. Okay, let's say we are interested in finding out how much fluoride are we doing in our different age groups. So all I need to do is I will move my service type up to the top in service code and put the age group at the bottom. Okay, now it's pretty straightforward. I will go and find my preventative code, and here is my fluoride. If I click on that, here is the distribution. This is what I am doing in terms of fluoride in 0 to 18 versus 18 to 31. And let's check this. The lowest is 60 to 80 years old, okay, and the biggest is 18 to 40. It gives you now an idea on how is your fluoride and which patients, which age group is getting the most fluoride. So hopefully this is going to be a very useful tool for you. You can do quite a bit of analysis on this. You can spend lots of time trying to analyze where your practice is doing, which services are being done by which age groups, and you can really understand and flip the data on its head as you want to. Hopefully this video was useful. There's going to be quite a few videos coming out this week on more enhancement requests.